I've actually been a lot of places.
Thank you.
We've been like from motels to rent houses to families to friends, at least a good 5 places. I'm nervous, but it's a good type of nervous. Just happy, happy, happy.
Excited?
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Are you ready to see your home?
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 3. Welcome home!
Hello, everybody.
Hurricane Harvey was a monster storm that stalled over coastal Texas, dropping nearly 60 inches of rain on Houston in 4 days. At one point, a third of the city was underwater.
Harvey was devastating. You have thousands of families that their lives have been changed forever. You had entire communities just get flooded. And because of the amount of rain, the water didn't just recede. It sat there for days.
I never seen that much water in my life.
After 2 weeks, the family returned home to find a disaster.
We couldn't open the door. It had already flooded the whole house.
She just broke down into tears, you know, because she had just actually paid the house off, and to see everything gone like that all of a sudden, man, it was heartbreaking.
SBP is a long-term disaster recovery and resilience nonprofit organization.
SBP's goal is to get on the ground as quickly as possible and try and avoid the long-term recovery.
SBP cannot do these repairs without volunteers. It's expensive to use contractors, so the more volunteers we can get, the more families we can move home.
We're looking for 11 people a day, 4 or 5 days a week, in 2 locations for 2 months. We weren't sure we were going to fill them. Within an hour, the volunteer slots in Keansburg were filled, and within a few hours, Houston was filled. So it was just a tremendous outpouring of people wanting to give back to these families and these communities.
So Miss Williams here, she's a single mom of 4 incredible women, extremely resilient. For the past 1.5 years since Harvey, she's been fighting for recovery. She's gone to multiple organizations, to FEMA, and hasn't been able to get too far with repairs. And so we were able to pick up her case and immediately start working on it.
Six years after Superstorm Sandy, Keansburg, New Jersey is still recovering from widespread flooding.
Sandy was like something we've never experienced before.
We live 1,000 feet from the bay, and it broke through just right down the block, but the whole block had 5, 6 feet of water that just stayed.
Their home was flooded and it essentially destroyed the house. And so the family was displaced.
I understand homeless. Living out of a trunk with all your important papers and your clothes, and there's no place to call home. So, I don't know another more devastating feeling than that.
The Superiors' problems were worsened by a dishonest contractor who began work on the home, but abandoned it in a state that was unlivable.
You just didn't know where to turn, yet we were still paying our mortgage. Every month we still had to pay the mortgage, the taxes, the water bill still, even though we weren't living here. It tears families apart. I know a lot of people that have died before they got back in their homes. And my son included. He just wanted to be back home. And he never made it. And that was from promises. You want to promise your kid you'll be back home. You'll be back home. It's going to be great.
At Travelers, we see people who are displaced and struggling after catastrophes all the time. So it makes sense for us to deploy our resources, both our dollars and our people, to try to help those communities come back quicker.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Thank you so much for all the work you're doing. No, Travelers, yeah.
We personally take an interest in what goes on in our community.
It's definitely consistent with our culture. We want to take care of our customers.
On behalf of Travelers, I'd like to give you $10,000 to furnish your home.
You just learn again. You learn about your heart again, and you learn that people are really good It's something you won't forget. You can't forget this. You just can't forget this. It's just so beautiful, and people are beautiful.
Do I go in?
We're bringing the house back to where it needs to be for Ms. Williams to move in.
It means so much to me. It means everything to me to know that I'm gonna be going home. I just love it. Thank you. I wish all of y'all travelers was here so I could tell everybody thank you one by one.
You're home.
We are home. We are home.